Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi wa kafa. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ibadihi alladhina istafa. Amma ba'du farabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Wa qul rabbi adkhilni mudkhala sidqin wa akhrijni mukhraja sidqin waj'al li min ladunka sultanan nasira. Bismillah wa billah wa tawakkaltu ala Allah. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Verse number 106 of chapter Al-Baqarah, second chapter of the Holy Book of Quran. We read this ayah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها ألم تعلم أن الله على كل شيء قدير. Again, I should say we do translate and interpret and explain all these ayat and verses of Holy Quran verse by verse to open a way for everybody to come and have more involvement in the Holy Book of Quran, and that is a starting. And we give the explanation only at the level that can make easy for everybody to enter that long course and the contemplation in the book of Allah. And the level of this commentary practice that we do is very primitive, in some words we can say, and that is not so much deep depth, is not digged because of the time, and we just want to make some opening for everybody to understand it easily. We translate and give the researched meaning of the words, and though it is enough for the common folk, and if somebody wants to understand and take the message from this book, this commentary that we do here is enough for him to understand and have the guidance that Allah wants to convey to everybody. But if somebody wants to know more and have more of Quran, because Quran have so many layers of understanding and so many layers to give somebody a spiritual boost. So all those layers and all those depth is in need of some more time and more contemplation and tadabbur, that the words of in the words of Quran. So here only a level of the commentary session is done. So this is good opening and is a good start, we can say, for somebody to enter to the depth of this book. And nobody can reach every time somebody comes to this book and he ponder on that and he contemplate on that, he finds some more aspect of that, and that is continue, and this will continue forever, as Allah has said that if all those trees on the earth and all those ocean on earth be used as a tools for writing, Allah's word will never end, and these ocean as an ink and the trees as a pen, all those will be limited and they will end, terminate, but the words of Allah will not terminate and will not go to an end. So we start the translation and a little bit of contemplation on the word in this verse number 106. Allah is saying, "Ma nansakh min ayatin aw nunsiha na'ti bi khairin minha aw misliha." As we know, the tone of talk in these verses from verse number 40 upward and up to now, and maybe it is continuing up to some more verses, all is directed to Israelite, and Allah is explaining their situation and how they dealt with the book of Allah which was revealed to them, and how they practice, and how is their condition now after so many years, but we can say so many centuries they have dealt with that book, and how they had their behavior with that book. All is explained, most of it is explained, which is necessary for Muslim, so that they can know and they can choose their way, how they will be going to deal with this book, and how many things will come in front of them, and how things will prevent them, and how the possibilities will be for them to go towards the way of Allah and on the Sirat al-Mustaqim to Allah. Here it is another episode of the behavior of the people of book. If they committed to the book that they had given, they were not going to deny the prophethood of last prophet, because it is again from Allah, and the book is from Allah, and it is containing all those things which they are knowing. They have those things in their book, and they are familiar with all those content of this book, and this book is confirming them, and this book is not denying them. Here their response to the call of prophet was that they are not going to accept that, and they are committed with the book that Allah has given to them. Allah responded to this expressions and what they said. Here another complaint that they made against the prophethood of last prophet and the new book which was Quran, and its response. Allah is not telling us what they said, because they are saying is of course it is irrelevant, and it has it is not worthy to tell that. But Allah is just putting up the response and the answer to what they say. Their saying was, came in the history and the commentary books, that Israelite said that Allah, when He reveals something and He says something and He gives book to some people, then He does not change it. He is not giving a new book. Allah's words are not something temporary words, and they change every time and every other period. The words and the book that Allah gives, it is permanent and it is eternal, and it shouldn't be changed. So if somebody comes and says that I brought you a new book and I brought you a new prophethood, that will not be correct, and we deny it. That will not be from Allah, and that will not be something that we should accept it. So this thing that they put in front of the call of the prophet, and they say that we do not accept that. Allah here responds to this claim or this complaint. Allah is saying that though this is new book, but that is in our hand. We see what is right, what is wrong, and what is to be done and what is not to be done, what should be changed, and when something should be changed, and what thing the people are deserving to be given and what they are not deserving, and there should be some waiting time for them to wait, and then that thing should be revealed. So all those things are known by Allah, and Allah gives every time on its time and everything on its time, and nothing should become before what its time, and nothing should delay from the time that Allah fixes for that. So Allah is saying, Ma nansakh here, that if you see that we have abrogated some ayah, means that we have omitted it, and we said that this is not anymore valid, or invalidated some ayah, or take back some of our commands. So that when we do it for a better one, for a similar to that one, and not that we take it back and that is cancellation of that, or something that abrogating at once and for all and totally invalidating. That is not something that we do. If we do as we change it for better and what is appropriate for the time being. What has been revealed before that, it was for that time, and now when the time has changed and people have changed and their mindset is up to date, and now they have some other kind of mindset than that they had before. So when the brain level is upper, so should be the word of Allah upper than what they have been revealed before. That is what Allah is telling them here in this verse. Allah is telling, though you claim, complain that these words of Allah, they are permanent, they shouldn't be changed and shouldn't be abrogated or shouldn't be cancelled, and new words shouldn't come. So Allah is giving that, Ma nansakh, we do not cancel, we do not abrogate. Min ayatin, not even one verse, we do not change. Or nunsia, or we delay it. Of course, there are two processes that have been done in this book of Holy Book of Quran. One kind of ayat are those which are only changed to the up-to-date ayat, and they are better than what has been revealed in the previous books. And other kind of the ayat are those, they are new. So they were delayed. They were not given to the previous people. The people, they had been given book. Some of these ayat, they were not given at all. They were delayed. So both these process, changing to the better or bringing some ayah which never have been revealed before, all these two process are done for the better one. Allah is saying, Ma nansakh, if we abrogate, we cancel something, min ayatin, if even one ayah, or nunsia, or if we delay it for the next time, for the time which is suitable for that, if we do that, na'ati bi khairin minha, that is our duty, that we do, that is our method, that we bring a better one from in the place of that ayah. Bi khairin minha aw misliha, or at least the same as it is, but with new language, with new words, and with better comprehension of that ayah. We bring it according to the mindset of the people of the time. We bring it in new words, or maybe that is in the level of meaning as same as the one which has been revealed before, but it will be new one and similar to that one, because Allah's message does not change. Allah's message is one for all people, for all the time, and that is to be obeying to Allah, to be in the service of Allah, and to coordinate yourself with the universe. All universe is obeying Allah, and it is in the service of Allah, it is a creature to Allah. So man should be also coordinating with all universe and be in the service of Allah. So Allah is saying, "O misla alam ta'lam anna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir." Here Allah talks to the last prophet, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Allah is not even directing his words towards Israelite and ignoring them here in this verse, and telling that these things that they just put as a context or as a excuses for their denial of the last prophet and denial of the book that he is given. Only they bring every time some excuses for this behavior. So Allah is talking to the prophet and say, "Alam ta'alam." It means that Alam ta'alam, don't you know? Asking question, like asking question, but he is not asking question. His meaning that you know, and all those Israelites know, Alam ta'alam anna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir, that Allah is competent competent on all the things. He is in power to do whatever he likes. He is totally in power, and he has that will to do whatever he wants. Inshallah, next ayah we will do it in the next session. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless you all.